Good morning. It is day 28. 28, we're almost there. So today, I have two options for you. First, it's called a surrender, down on your knees. If being on the knees is a problem, I will give you an option that is completely standing. So I have my mat out for two reasons. One, so my legs don't blend into the black mat while I'm down, and two, for a little extra cushion under the knees. So I'm going to show you the surrender. And then I'm going to show you a way that you can bring it up and get it a little more intensity into the booty with a band. All right. So your basic surrender, you're down. My toes are tucked because I'm going to be coming up to standing. So you're just kneeling position on the knees here, and with or without hands, you could be holding a weighted goblet of weight. You could be holding a weight down here. You could use your hands on your thighs. If you had maybe a chair or something, you could use that. Your goal is to bring this leg, whichever leg you're pulling forward, is to bring it as much straight through as possible and not circle it out to come around, okay? So your goal is to get that mobility through the hips that you can pull the leg straight through without circling around. And then you come up to your squat, you take it down, down. All right, so it's up, up, down, down. Now, whatever works with your brain. Sometimes my brain alternates, sometimes it doesn't. I usually try, which I know I didn't on the second one, I usually try whatever leg goes up first, the other leg comes down first, and then alternate. You could do same leg up, same leg down, and then alternate. Other leg up, that same leg goes down first. That part is, that's more of like what's working in your brain. Yes, one side is going to get a little bit more if it's always the one leading. So you want to, in some way, alternate which leg leads it up. Now, when I said I don't want you to swing the leg out, I'm going to show you kind of an exaggerated, I don't want you to do this and like hook that leg around. So there's a couple of things with that. One, it's the mobility, flexibility, and all that through the hips to be able to pull it up without circling out. Two, it's that when you have to get into all this, it's very easy for you to catch your foot on your mat, especially if you put down a thicker mat or a towel, catch your foot on something trying to swing it around. So your goal is to try to bring it straight through, come up into that squat so I don't stand all the way up, and then bring it straight back down. All right? Alternating sides, or if you want to do a set on one side leading, take a break, and then a set on the other side leading, that works as well. Again, it's kind of what works in your brain when somebody else is not actually telling you what leg to use each time. Now, I'm going to grab my pink band here that's not going to slide on my slippery leggings. If you wanted to intensify, and I'm going to show you the standing version in a second, you could do this. Now, you could do this side stepping without the band as well, but you're going to get more with the band. And this band is tight. I don't know how far I'm going to step. But this is going to get into the glutes. So right here, you're already squeezing those glutes a little bit. You're activating the glutes just to hold yourself right here. And then what you would do is step wide, bring it narrow, and then you bring that leg up, up, and down, down. Now, having the band on, especially a tight band like this, makes it a lot more difficult. But that side stepping right here, even if you just stayed right here and said, I'm just going to side step, you're going to get a lot of intensity into the glutes having the band. Without the band, you're still working. You're still going to get that. You're just not going to feel it as quickly, as intensely as you will with the band. So that is your surrender. Kneeling, step through to a squat, take it back down. Now you always do have the option to, as you step through, give your legs a break, and then squat back down to go back. Or if being on the knees does not suit you today, you're just going to squat and lunge. So, And I'm gonna, again, because I like to give you options so that you find what works best for you. Option one, because when we step through, we're stepping into a front lunge. We step into a front lunge and then we kind of back lunge back into it. So you sink down in your squat, getting low in that squat, and then you're going to forward lunge, come back, forward lunge, come back. Now the reason I'm giving you an option with this, sometimes the forward lunge is more difficult because you have to stop that forward momentum because we don't want to keep going where we're putting our weight into the toe. We can lift our heel, our knees going beyond the toe. That puts all the shearing on the joint. We don't want that. So if you're going to forward lunge, that heel plants and you're sinking straight down, all right? I can pick my toes up. That's always a good indicator that the weight is back towards the heels. If you can pick the toes up or you can wiggle the toes around. If they can't move, you have too much weight forward and you need to shift your weight back. Your other option, if again the forward lunge is too much, you're still sinking down in that squat, and then you're just gonna rear lunge, come back to the squat. Rear lunge. Or, like I said with on the bottom, you could do one set forward lunge, one set rear lunge, so you're kind of getting both halves of that up and down from the surrender. That is your move for today. Yes, you are gonna feel the quads, you're gonna feel everything. You can feel it all. But it is a good booty exercise, especially if you take that lateral move. And again, same thing with the standing. If you wanted to, you could still put a band on, even if your knees are like, I can't kneel, but I want the intensity. You could put the band on. You could still sidewalk, lunge, come back, sidewalk, lunge, or rear lunge with it. That's a really good exercise too. It's just, you know, throw a band on, sink down low, and sidestep. Without the band, you're going to feel it too. Here. Again, it's just the band adds the intensity. It's going to bring it up faster for you. So you wouldn't have to do as many sets with the band on as you would without to really get that burn into the glutes and outer hips. That is it for today. Either surrenders, kneeling, stepping up to your squat and back down, or standing, you do your squat, forward or rear lunge, with or without the band, with or without the side step. Now I know you might be thinking, oh my God, which one do I do? Decide first, can I be on my knees or not? If you can be on your knees, go basic, first set, see how it feels. If you have a band and that basic didn't feel good enough for you and you want to add intensity, put the band on and then add the side to side. Same thing, if you're saying nope, knees are not an option today, start with your squat, forward or rear lunge depending on which one you are more comfortable with. Do a set like that. If it doesn't feel like it's enough, then you add the band, do another set, maybe adding in the side stepping with it. All right, if you have any questions, any comments about that, please feel free to message me. I will be checking all day long, waiting for your comments, waiting for your questions. You can message me privately, you can comment on the post, and I will get right back to you. All right, have a great day.